From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, Jackson Lab has introduced a new partnership with a transportation company that aims to ease the commute burden of their employees.
Plus, downtown Bangor received a grant to fund a mural that was recently finished.
And our top story, a historic Maine town hosted a Civil War reenactment over the weekend that held an underlying message. This and more local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us this morning. It's bright and early. It is cold outside. I did not understand what happened to all those nice temperatures.
I know.
We were ready for summer. We're days away from it. And then it was like, nope, we're going to go back down to 40s and 50s.
True Maine fashion right there.
True Maine fashion. That's why we love living up here. We get all the summer season, or all the seasons, I should say, in general, and we get to, get them all mixed in there throughout the year. Yep. It's great.
It's fun.
Let's turn it over to Conrad Sapinski. He joins us now with the first check of our forecast.
Good morning, and your first weather is brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Okay, so a couple of showers just to the north of us, but most of this is starting to move on out of here. Just a good amount of clouds here in Maine, and most of the northeast has a good amount of clouds, but at least we are mostly precipitation free, so that is a good thing. But today, once again, we will be on the cooler end with some below average temperatures in the mid 60s. So some morning clouds, and then the sun will start to peek out later on in the afternoon. And tonight, it will be a chilly one out there, folks. Temperatures will be in the lower 40s out there with mostly clear skies. Pretty calm winds, so that's why those temperatures will continue to drop into the low 40s. Couple upper 30s out there in some spots, and then some patchy fog by the morning hours. Tomorrow, a rebound in temperatures. Check out that 73 degrees with mostly sunny skies out there, folks. So finally, some nicer and closer to average temperatures will be coming in, but today we will continue to rise into the mid 60s.
Thank you, Conrad.
Police arrested multiple people on charges of drugs and trespassing on Saturday.
According to a statement from the Maine State Police, officers were called to a camp in New Limerick and confronted multiple trespassers. These individuals were either on pretrial, probation, or had active bail conditions. Police found large amounts of suspected crack cocaine, suspected fentanyl, and drug paraphernalia. Those arrested were 42-year-old Andrew Tompkins and 39-year-old Nicole Taylor, both of Oakland, as well as 41-year-old Taline Blakely of Winslow. Now, Tompkins was charged with drug trafficking, possession of drugs, and violation of conditions of release. Tompkins had been posted bail and has since been released. Taylor was arrested for possession of drugs and violation of conditions of release, and Blakely was arrested for trespassing.
A 40-year-old Portland man drowned yesterday afternoon in the east outlet of the Kennebec River. According to a release from the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife, Truck Hoon was fishing with a friend on the east outlet, which flows out of Moosehead Lake. The pair were in a raft, and as they descended down some whitewater rapids, their boat was overturned and the two men were thrown into the river. Hoon, who authorities say was not wearing a life jacket, was swept under by the current and never resurfaced. His friend, who was wearing a life jacket, made it to shore and called for help. Wardens and witnesses searched the shoreline for Hoon, but a plane called in the located area located him downstream. Game wardens recovered the body, and Hoon was taken to a local funeral home.
There is an active investigation after two bodies were found in Auburn. According to the Maine State Police, on Sunday at approximately 11:30 in the morning, detectives from their major crimes unit responded to 4th Street in Auburn to assist the local police department with their investigation. In a release, the state police emphasized it's an ongoing investigation, and they say they will provide more information once the next of kin has been notified. They also stated there is no active threat to the public. More information will be coming later on this morning.
Augusta police are currently investigating a robbery and are asking for the public's help in locating a suspect. According to a statement from the Augusta Police Department, Saturday just before 5 p.m., police received a call that the Big Apple store on Stone Street in Augusta had been robbed. The suspect allegedly entered the store and demanded an undisclosed amount of money. Police say the suspect fled the area before they could arrive. The suspect is described as a white male, approximately 5'3" to 5'9", between 160 and 200 pounds, wearing a black sweatshirt, black boots, camouflage hat, black backpack, and light-colored pants. The incident remains under investigation, and anyone with information is asked to call 626-2370, extension 3418.
1 year ago, Juneteenth officially became a federal holiday, and many local communities held their first ever celebrations. Owen Kingsley has more on how Mainers are celebrating and learning more about Juneteenth.
We shall all have peace someday.
Many of the first ever Juneteenth celebrations are being held 1 year after it was marked as a federal holiday.
I definitely think that most people don't know exactly what Juneteenth is all about.
Dating back to the Civil War, Juneteenth marks the end of slavery in America.
Unfortunately, you can make something in law, but you can't change people overnight.
2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed into law, the final enslaved men and women in Galveston, Texas were freed on June 19, 1865. In Westbrook Sunday, food, music, and more was shared to both celebrate the holiday and educate others to what it truly is about.
A holiday for the Black community to celebrate, and a holiday for the rest of the community to learn more about Juneteenth and to learn more about Black history.
In Portland, Urban Farm Fermentary, alongside WJZP radio station, hosted their own Juneteenth celebration, sharing a message of unity and togetherness.
My great-grandfather, was a slave. And, that's not too far removed. What it means to me is to where that we're progressing, as a society, as a country, is to where we now recognize those tragic things that happened.
The christening of a Navy destroyer is highlighting the sacrifices of two generations. The ship's namesake killed in World War II and another Marine who died more than 60 years later. The future USS Basilone bears the name of Marine Gunnery Sergeant John Basilone, who was awarded the Medal of Honor for actions in Guadalcanal and later died on Iwo Jima. Breaking a bottle of sparkling wine on the ship's bow for good luck was one of the ship's sponsors who lost a brother in Iraq. The event took place Saturday at Navy shipbuilder Bath Iron Works in Maine.
3 people have been treated and released from the hospital after a 70-foot yacht burned and sank in New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Department of Safety says the vessel, named the Elusive, was on the Piscataqua River heading towards a marina in Newcastle around 4 p.m. Saturday when a passenger noticed black smoke below the deck. 3 passengers from Connecticut and Florida, as well as 2 dogs, jumped overboard as the boat caught fire. Another boat in the area was able to rescue the overboard passengers. These photos show the magnitude of the flames and thick black smoke pouring out of the yacht. Police are still investigating the cause.
The time is now 6:08. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, Governor Mills announced on Friday an investment of $15 million towards Maine institutions as a part of a new clean energy initiative.
But first, here's a quick look at our forecast. Temperatures back up in the mid-60s today. We'll see some clouds in our coverage area, and this afternoon the sun should come out, hopefully warming things up just a bit. Tonight, mostly clear skies, temperatures dropping down to a low of 42. It'll be a chilly evening, but tomorrow we got mostly sunny skies with a high of 73 and a beautiful Tuesday to look forward to.
The signs of spring are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field, and the flowers bloom with warmer days on the horizon. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort with the changing of the seasons. With a push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever spring brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
While he was incarcerated, he let you use his car and reported the car stolen.
I don't think that you had a good reason for calling the police.
I did study pre-law.
You got to study it from the outside of prison, not the inside.
Hot bench.
Monday at 3 on ABC 7.
Former attorney Dale Thistle has been found guilty of theft. Our A.J. Douglas has the story behind the verdict.
Friday, 74-year-old Dale Thistle was found guilty for stealing $290,000 from former client Gilman Friend's wrongful death settlement. Gilman's ex-wife, Donna Friend, hired Thistle to handle the settlement case. However, it was later determined she was not entitled to any settlement funds. Rather than Thistle contacting Gilman's children to inform them about the settlement, he began paying personal debts and writing checks to himself. Prosecutor Leanne Robbins says the Friend family finally got justice, yet it seems bittersweet.
The Friend family has been nothing but cooperative with us, and if it hadn't been for their efforts, we would not have learned about this enormous theft. We're happy that they have finally gotten justice. The problem is they'll probably not see a penny of this money because Thistle doesn't have anything.
The Lawyers Fund for Clients Protection was established in 1997 to promote public confidence by reimbursing clients who suffer losses due to attorneys' dishonest conduct. The Friend family will only be rewarded $40,000 from that fund, which will be split between 4 benefactors. Robbins says the sentencing recommendations must set an example to other lawyers to uphold.
It's our view that we need to deter lawyers who are entrusted with client funds not to steal. And if they steal that money, they should go to jail. We have some concerns, but on the other hand, he is a nonviolent offender, and we understand that the judge typically does not deny post-conviction bail for people in that situation.
The judge has not scheduled a date for sentencing at this time. In Bangor, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Down East Transportation introduced new buses in partnership with the Jackson Laboratory to support their employees and community members. Down East Transportation received 4 new buses to replace those that are no longer operational. These buses will be open to residents living in Millbridge, Franklin, Ellsworth, Brewer, and Bangor. The Jackson Laboratory will charge their employees $20 a week to commute to work using the buses. The company wants to provide staff members with a safe and affordable way to get to work.
A lot of the buses are squeaky. The transmission is iffy. They're not as comfortable or warm. And remember, they're riding fair distances in the wintertime. So they're really looking forward to having a bus ride that's comfortable, that's safe.
Each new bus will help decrease the carbon footprint of the lab by transporting dozens of employees on the buses at one time, thereby reducing the number of cars on the road.
Homeless Voices for Justice held its 15th annual Longest Day of Homelessness sit-out on Friday in the Old Port. Organizers hoping to bring attention to the fact that homelessness is tragic no matter the season. For those experiencing homelessness here in Maine, longer and warmer days lead to more issues for life on the streets.
Homelessness is a serious issue any time of the year. I mean, especially with climate change and everything, with all these heat waves coming, you know, sleeping on the street in the middle of summer can be just as lethal as in the middle of winter.
As we head into the summer solstice next week, homeless advocates hope that this year elected officials will be able to take more steps to solving the city's growing housing crisis.
The time is now 6:14. After the break, it's officially strawberry season in Maine. We'll hear from a local family farm about expected crop yield.
Plus, Bucksport celebrated their 2nd annual Pride Festival on Saturday. This and more when we return.
Here at Versant, we want to help keep you safe near our power lines. Did you know that work or play near wires causes roughly 10% of all power outages? And that state and federal regulations restrict tree trimming up to 20 feet from energized lines.
Be a good neighbor. If you've got work to do near the lines, give us a call here at Versant Power, and we'll help you stay safe.
Welcome to the all-new Oakland Furniture Sit and Sleep Gallery. Come in and explore our great selection of quality living room sets and mattresses, all designed for your comfort. Visit our Best Home Furnishings Gallery and find that just right recliner. From the petite to the beast, so good they can only be called best. When you want the best, shop local. Shop the all-new Oakland Furniture Sit and Sleep Gallery.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
The Wilson Museum in Castine took people back in time to 1862 with a reenactment of the Civil War on Saturday, and more specifically, the 20th Maine Company B encampment. Several reenactment soldiers made their way to the Wilson Museum, where they showed off what life was like 160 years ago. Guy Landry says it was important to teach Americans about a time that was very dark in history. Landry says he and his team emphasized the hardship of enslaved Americans during the Civil War.
The struggles and sacrifices that were made by people all over the Union to put an end to the brutal nonsense of slavery. It achieved its goal.
During reenactment, Landry allows people to visit and to enjoy a tour of their campsite and also listen to some stories about the Civil War. He says the next tour will begin again starting in the 2023 year.
On Friday, Governor Janet Mills announced the launch of a new initiative to cut energy costs in schools and public buildings across the state. Our Sierra Jordan was there and has the details.
The Maine Climate Council kicked off its first ever Communities Leaning on Climate conference at the Augusta Civic Center Friday morning. Governor Janet Mills, Efficiency Maine, and other advocates gave remarks about a 4-year climate change plan, sending a message that Maine won't wait.
My administration is focused on helping Maine people transition to clean energy in their homes and businesses, cutting costs as well.
During the conference, Mills made an important announcement about a new initiative to help combat climate change across the state.
Proud to announce an additional investment, an investment of $15 million through my Maine Jobs and Recovery Plan to install clean energy technology in municipal and school and community buildings across Maine.
Since 2019, more than 60,000 heat pumps have been installed to address the state's dependency on heating oil and reduce harmful emissions. Mills' initiative aims to help Maine transition away from fossil fuels and become more energy efficient by installing 100,000 new heat pumps in the state by 2025.
The first opportunity that we're putting forward is working with rural schools, smaller projects, to convert from their current heating systems to something that is very high efficiency, very low carbon emitting, and that is heat pump technology.
Stoddard says of the $15 million of funding, $8 million will go towards schools, $4 million to municipalities, and $3 million to nonprofit residential facilities.
It's fantastic. It works. It works in cold weather.
Public schools can start to apply to the initiative starting Monday, June 20th. If you want to see if your school is eligible, you can head over to the Efficiency Maine website. Here in Augusta, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The time is now 6:19.
Let's get a full look at our forecast. Spoiler alert, it's going to be a little chilly, so you may have to bring out those sweatshirts and sweatpants for the day, but we'll bring in Conrad Sapinski. He has the latest.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. And your Maine weather is brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices. Locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Okay, so a good amount of cloud cover out there today. We had a couple of showers, especially to the north of us, but most of that is starting to move out of here, and a good amount of clouds will be sticking around in Maine and pretty much most of the Northeast, but then some more sunshine will be peeking out there later on today. But check out these temperatures. Really chilly out there, 40s and 50s out there, even a couple of 30s out there, folks. So another chilly one out there, but mostly the last couple of weeks temperatures been pretty much near average, besides the last couple of days where we were really below average, especially yesterday. Barely made it to 50 degrees out there, but a good sign because warmer temperatures are on the way. Our average high this time of year is supposed to be around 76 degrees, and check out the weekend. Finally, some above average temperatures will be back in the forecast. So just a waiting game, folks, before those warmer temperatures. 70s and even 80s are back. But today, once again, a chilly one out there as we hover in the mid-60s with morning clouds, and then finally nicer weather with the sun starting to peek out a little bit later on in the afternoon. The wind will be blowing out of the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. But tonight, check out that temperature, 42 degrees. Yes, a really chilly one out there tonight with pretty much mostly clear skies, a calm wind. That is recipe for really cool temperatures out there. And some morning fog will definitely be possible with those really cooler temperatures, even some 30s in some spots. But check out that rebound for tomorrow, back into the mid-70s, so finally closer to average, but still just slightly below, as we'll be under mostly sunny skies and pretty much a calm wind out of the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. But our 5-day outlook does show even nicer weather back in the forecast. Lots of 70s the rest of the week.
Wow, with fuel prices quickly rising and no end in sight, isn't it time to give Black's Heat Pumps a call? Did you know heat pumps could save you up to 50% on your heating bill? Our experts can handle all your commercial and residential work and provide you with quality installation, repair, and maintenance. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Our number one priority is to save you money and keep you comfortable all year long. Get the service you deserve. Find us at blacksheatpumps.com and on Facebook.
On the road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from the Whoopie Pie Festival in Dover-Foxcroft, is sponsored by Engstrom's Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and tire specialist. Fair prices and top-quality repairs located in Guilford. Johnson Foundations, full concrete foundations, floors, pool areas, slabs, specialty walkways, and walls. And Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union, now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Find us at mhfcu.com. Winter Harbor Lobster Co-op is a small group of independent Maine fishermen who want to make sure you get the freshest lobsters we can provide. To do that, we sell direct to the public to avoid long storage times and inflated prices. For the best quality, texture, and taste, our live lobsters have to have ideal conditions from the time we catch them to when they arrive at your table. Please browse our website for fantastic deals on real, fresh Maine lobster and other seafood. Winter Harbor Lobster Co-op, from our boats to your door.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
A travel nightmare for thousands of airline passengers over the weekend. Since Friday, airlines have delayed or canceled more than 8,000 flights, disrupting holiday weekend plans for frustrated travelers stuck in the airports. Faith Abube is in Washington with the latest.
This morning, more flights grounded across the U.S., but so far, an improvement from a weekend of travel troubles. Thousands of panicked passengers spending the Father's Day and Juneteenth weekend stuck at airports from New York City to Salt Lake City.
It's frustrating. It makes me feel powerless. I've been stuck in an airport basically for 2 days.
The airline woes forcing some travelers to miss family celebrations like weddings and baby showers.
They were just upset. They were panicking. A lot of people were crying.
Since Friday, about 3,000 flights have been canceled due to bad weather, mixed in with the existing problems of airline staffing shortages and high travel demand. United grounding dozens of flights, Delta seeing the worst of it, canceling more than 200 flights Sunday alone. Concern growing as vacation season heats up and the nation inches closer to the busy 4th of July holiday weekend. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg putting pressure on airlines to address issues, including hiring more staff. Buttigieg also warning that the U.S. government could take enforcement actions against airlines that fail to adhere to consumer protection standards.
We're doing everything we can, including trying to get in touch earlier and more often with our passengers, and then again trying to hire people back and get more people on the job.
Analysts predict travel issues will likely continue through the summer and possibly into next year because these things take time to address. One analyst putting it bluntly saying, quote, "The summer of 2022 is going to be travel hell."
Still to come here on the second half of our show, an artist from Stockton Springs is creating his art all over the state. We'll take a look at one of his new projects.
Plus, they're ripe and sweet and ready for a little bit of picking early in the season, so you may want to get out there before they're gone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be coming back right here on Good Morning Maine.
Chris Evert, tennis legend, broadcaster, mother, friend, loved by millions. Now this morning on GMA, Chris Evert, in her own words, on her health and battle with cancer. How is she doing? This morning on ABC's Good Morning America.
Take your waterfront experience to the next level with a Shoremaster dock system from Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through Shoremaster's many options and accessories and match you with the right equipment for your waterfront. And with Shoremaster, it's easy to make future changes or additions. Shoremaster docks are easy to install, but Hammond can arrange for professional installation if needed. And statewide delivery is available. Enjoy life on the water to the fullest with Shoremaster from Hammond Lumber Company.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm one of the heat pump consultants at Dave's World. We are Maine's leader in heat pump installations because we have an awesome team that is dedicated to an awesome experience, and we are backed by Mitsubishi products. It's easy to promise awesome, but it is another thing to deliver on awesome. There are so many solutions for every home. The goal is to solve problems and find what's right for the customer. You have heating and cooling problems, we will solve them from start to finish. Dave's World, awesome.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Maine. Lobster. Rennie's. Let's get cracking.
Melissa, you can put a lid on it.
Ah, it seems like you're coming out of your shell.
You don't have to butter me up.
Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
When pipes froze and water damage ravaged a home, Bouchard Cleaning was there to restore and dry things up. When a home in Wells needed mold remediation, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration performed as promised. From Madawaska to Owl's Head, Ashland to Bath, we've answered the call. More than just a cleaning company, we're restoring Maine. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It's Monday, June 20th of 2022. Summer starts in less than 24 hours at 5:14 tomorrow morning, to be real specific. Forecast coming up in just a moment, but it feels like fall this morning. It is frigid.
It is chilly. It is chilly, and it's even worse on the coast.
I know. It's nicer, though, when you get a chance to open up the windows at night. That's the only thing I like. Then you're not using the AC, but, I mean, you know, we still would like it a little warmer.
I know. I do like a cold room. The United States purchased Alaska from Russia 155 years ago today for $7.2 million, less than 2 cents per acre.
The movie Jaws came out 47 years ago today, just in time for summer. And it was actually funny. My mother gave me this nice little bracelet over the weekend. Nice. It's got a little shark tracker on it and an app that goes along. So my shark is Babu, and he's a hammerhead shark down in the Keys, and I can track wherever he goes. They only last about a year, but it's through a Saving the Blue conservation thing.
That is very cool.
Yeah, it was kind of sweet. So now I get a notification every time he resurfaces and pops through. So yeah. As you can tell, I'm really excited about this.
Made a new friend this weekend.
Yeah. And if you're a baby boomer, this may make you feel a little old. The Beach Boys founder and leader Brian Wilson turns 80 years old today. Singer Lionel Richie is 73. Actor John Goodman turns 70. And actress Nicole Kidman is 55.
Those are fighting words.
Yeah, I know, tough. Yeah,
baby boomers. Yeah.
take it from a young guy, too. Don't worry, you're not old. You're not old. We're not old. Age is just a number.
Right,
you just move past.
And they're the Beach Boys. They're forever young. And today is American Eagle Day, Hike with a Geek Day, and it's Take Your Cat to Work Day.
Too late.
That's why she was acting weird this morning. She's like, don't you know what day it is?
Yeah, everyone's just like, bring the cats in. That would be great. I feel like that should be more of like a Friday and Saturday, or Friday work thing in the afternoon. Bring your pet to work. Yeah, it would be actually, the more I think about it, it sounds like a terrible idea. It would be fun, but I feel like that would be kind of tough to go for. But, hey, all great ideas sound crazy at the beginning.
You never know until you try.
Exactly. So, we're never going to know if it's going to warm up unless we bring in Conrad Sapinski. He has another look at our forecast.
Good morning, Conrad.
Good morning, and your first weather is brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Okay, so a couple of showers just to the north of us, but most of this is starting to move on out of here. Just a good amount of clouds here in Maine, and most of the northeast has a good amount of clouds, but at least we are mostly precipitation free, so that is a good thing. But today, once again, we will be on the cooler end with some below average temperatures in the mid 60s. So some morning clouds, and then the sun will start to peek out later on in the afternoon. And tonight, it will be a chilly one out there, folks. Temperatures will be in the lower 40s out there with mostly clear skies. Pretty calm winds, so that's why those temperatures will continue to drop into the low 40s. Couple upper 30s out there in some spots, and then some patchy fog by the morning hours. Tomorrow, a rebound in temperatures. Check out that 73 degrees with mostly sunny skies out there, folks. So finally, some nicer and closer to average temperatures will be coming in. But today, we will continue to rise into the mid 60s.
Thank you, Conrad.
Bucksport celebrated its second year of Pride during a day of festivities on Saturday. The town celebrated as people gathered on Main Street for a long list of events. And one Hamden resident says she was happy it was finally a family-friendly event.
Important that my girls grow up understanding that they can be, whoever they're most comfortable with, and it's important to see fun activities as well.
She says most Pride events are for adults, but she was lucky to bring them to Pride at Bucksport, which is for all ages. People at the event shopped, discussed important topics, and listened to artists perform.
And just in the peak time for Maine strawberry season, and farms are ready to share their crop with you. Berries are ripe, sweet, and ready to be picked at R.J. Hall's Family Farm in Corinth. RJ's opened its 11-acre field on Friday, and depending on the weather, you have about 3 to 4 weeks to pick your strawberries.
RJ's owner, Jessica Hall, says the berries came in earlier than expected this year, but they're hoping to have a great season.
It's really good energy. People really love picking strawberries, and I think it's a great memory to make for future generations. It's something that a lot of people have done with their grandparents and their parents and their aunts and uncles and cousins. So they're usually pretty happy.
RJ's is located at 136 Puddle Dock Road in Corinth. Hall says they're open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day until the season is over.
And even if it's raining, it's okay. Get out there. It still looks like a blast, you know?
I love picking strawberries. There's childhood photos of like me with just red all down the front of the white shirt.
Yeah. Probably like, like all red and everything from the juice and everything.
Looking mildly murderous, but no, it's just sweet strawberries.
Well, downtown Bangor had a new mural, and we'll take a look at the artists behind it.
Stephanie Wittenbach has more.
Peter Walls is an artist from Vermont who now lives in Stockton Springs, Maine, and is creating his art all over the state. One recent appearance of that work is the new mural in downtown Bangor at the exit from the post office.
The Rock and Art Shop is helping to fund the project, and then we got a grant from the Maine Arts Commission to match funds, so it made the mural even bigger and better.
He says it is inspired by the Kanduska Extreme, which is located right next to the mural.
Just getting it painted, we had business owners coming up and people in the neighborhood who were just excited about not looking at bare concrete.
Wall says next week he and Annette Dodd will name the critters on the wall.
Her part of the project was really spearheading the painting of the concrete. She had a crew out there and volunteers from the neighborhood, priming, painting, and she created design work that would use my panels to bring it all to life.
Wall says he used time during the winter to create the 3D critters you see on the wall. He says the mural will be a part of downtown Bangor for years to come. In Bangor, I'm Stephanie Wittenbach reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Still to come here this morning, we have a jam-packed sports block with Tyler Cruz as the local playoffs continue to make some noise throughout the state.
But first, let's take a quick look at that forecast. Chilly today with a high of 65 degrees. A little bit of cloud coverage this morning. They'll move out this afternoon. You'll see a little bit of sunshine. Tonight, mostly clear skies. Temperatures back down to low 40s. And we have a beautiful Tuesday to look forward to with a high of 73 and mostly sunny skies.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Plus, extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Get more access to care with WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-844-471-0022 now. That's 1-844-471-0022.
Why do I love Mainers? Where do I even begin? You know, they're just honest, awesome people. They'll tell you what they think and why they think it, which is great, especially in news, because we want to know what people think and how they feel about issues. But they're also they prove time and time again that they're just hardworking, genuine people who have compassion for their neighbors and just are looking to be good to each other and help each other. And Mainers are awesome.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
Welcome back in. Thanks for staying with us. A big day up in Maine on Saturday. It was state championship Saturday. 8 softball teams and 8 baseball teams battling it out for the Gold Gloves. There were games up in Bangor and Brewer, a few down in Augusta, some down south, so a busy day up in the 207. Let's start with Class A, and we'll do ladies first with the softball championship. Messalonsky from the north, they are taking on the Tigers of Biddeford from the south at Coney Family Field. Tigers getting it done early. Top of the first, 2 runners on for Hannah Goslin. She rips this ball into center. Both runs score. Goslin ends up at second, and they would keep it going. Top of the second now, the Tiger pitcher, Charlotte Donovan, crushes this one over the wall in center. And that was all the support she would need on the mound, too. Here she is getting Izzy Culver down on strikes. And the Tigers go on to win the Class A title. 8-1 is the final. All right, staying in Augusta for Class A baseball. Bangor taking on Thornton Academy. Trojans up 1 into the 5th. Runner on, 2 outs for Matt Holmes. He gets a hold of this one, but look at this play from Henry Lossier in center. That saves a run and extra bases. Play of the game. The other end, Wyatt Stevens, lights out for Bangor. He went 7 innings, just 1 run allowed, but that 1 run would be enough for the Trojans pitching. Here's Cody Boker. He's going to get Ben Karen swinging in the bottom of the 7th, and Thornton Academy wins their first ever baseball state championship by a score of 1-0.
I mean, we just worked so hard for a win, and that's kind of what happened. I mean, it's not a one-man team. I mean, every single one of our teammates has put in the work. Yeah, exactly. At 7 a.m. when we go and hit and at practice. So we just put the work in, and it's good to see it pay off.
All right, the Class B state championship had Winslow taking on Gardner. What a game this was. Top of the 5th, Gardner clinging to a 5-4 lead. Raiders have him loaded for Lacey Salanpa, who rips a 2-run single to right. Raiders get 5 in the frame, take an 8-5 lead. Bottom 6, Tigers down 9-8 with 2 on and 2 out. Grace Plord delivers a huge RBI single to center, scoring Taylor Takatsu. We are tied at 9. Winslow with the lead in the top of the 7th, runner on, but Plord turns a huge 4-3 double play. So to the bottom of the 7th we go. 2 outs, Gardner's Corinne Vassery lines one into the gap, and she will motor all the way into 3rd with a triple. Look at that speed right there, and that's huge for Gardner. That will set up this. 3 pitches later, the ball goes to the backstop. Vassery scores, and Gardner wins Class B 10-9 over Winslow. And then a special moment here at the end, as you're going to see some of the Tigers players consoling Winslow pitcher Emma Michaud, who had a terrific game. All right, staying with Class B and over to baseball now. Ellsworth and Freeport battling it out for the title. Bottom of the 1st, looking to steal 3rd is Freeport. That throw is going to skip into the outfield, and Freeport is going to skip home with the first run of the game. Moving ahead to the 5th now. Runner on 2nd for Freeport. And this ground ball, that's going to get into the outfield, and that makes it a 2-run game. So 2-0, same score right now. Bases loaded. Ellsworth down to their last at-bats. Hunter Curtis rips this one into the outfield. All 3 runs come around to score. That double is going to give the Eagles the lead on 1 swing of the bat. Curtis is pumped at 2nd. And then in the bottom of the frame, the Eagles, they would just take care of business. They get the ground out to shortstop, steps on 2nd for the force, and Ellsworth is your Class B state champion for the 2nd time in 4 years. 3-2 is the final.
I don't know what to feel, to be honest with you. I mean, this is the 2nd one, but this one means way more as a senior, getting to lead this team instead of being the freshman.
I called them this from the beginning of the year. They're just a blue-collar group of kids, and they don't quit. Nothing scares them. Just proud of them. I really am. I mean, you know, these kids that are seniors have had 1 normal year of school. They've been through COVID. They've been through all of these things, and at the end of the day, they're just tough.
That's some nice words from Coach. To Class C we go now. Halldale battling Mattanock for the softball title. In the 1st, it's the Lynx being aggressive on the base path. Natalie Tash takes 2nd base. That errant throw allows her to advance to 3rd, but she wasn't done there. Softball's flying everywhere. Tash scores from 1st, 1-0 Mattanock. But the Bulldogs would settle down. And at the plate, Sammy Thornton comes through with a base knock to left. That's going to bring home Lucy Gray. Tie ball game, 1-1. Then in the circle, it's Ashlyn Donahue kicking it into high gear with this strikeout in the 3rd. She would help her own cause on offense right here with this sac fly. That is going to score Tanley Tibbetts. And for the 2nd straight year, Halldale is your Class C state champions. 5-1 is the final score. All right, let's go to Class C baseball now. Bucksport facing Lisbon over at Mansfield Stadium. In the 4th, Bucksport is up 1-0 on an RBI from Ty Giberson, but Hunter Brissett hanging tough. He limits the damage with a K to end the frame. And then the duel was on. Giberson on the hill. He's going to get a ground ball. Look at this play by Brandon Eldon at 3rd. That keeps it 1-0 in the 7th. Giberson nearing his pitch count, but he's going to get a big strikeout here against Ethan Brown. And then with Lisbon's tying run just 90 feet away, it's Cam Rich shutting the door as he has all season. And for the first time ever, Bucksport baseball captures the state title 1-0 in a dramatic finish from Mansfield.
I was very nervous at the time. There's a lot of people watching, and I just did what I usually do and close it. Definitely felt a rush.
I always dreamt of it when I was a kid, and I'd come here, watch the state games and all that, and it's awesome to be a part of it.
On in Class D, it was St. Dom's taking on Machias. Close game. Let's pick it up in the 7th. Last call for Machias. St. Dom's righty Ashton Hammond gets a defensive gem from the third baseman Ryan Bushy to end it as St. Dom's wins the Class D state baseball championship. 3-1 is the final over Machias. And apologies to Searsport and Hodgdon. We just couldn't get anyone in Gorham for that one. It was a 7-3 win for Searsport, though. And a big thanks, shout out to Dave Peck, Dave Eade, and our Star Sports intern Jack Webb for all the help bringing you guys 7 state championship highlights on this fine weekend. All righty, that'll do it for us in sports. We'll be right back after this.
Find meaningful work in direct care and improve the quality of life of others.
The right personality and character traits, in my opinion, to be a DSP is kind, caring, and understanding.
Visit caringforme.org to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
Selling your home is a big job. You need a team to help pull it off. Real estate is no joke, and these cats ain't laughing.
You know, I think we can get you more for your home.
We just posted your house online and we're already getting great response.
Buy or sell confidently with Mark and Nancy.
Actually, it's Nancy and Mark.
Right, Nancy and Mark Rowe. Experience, personality, results. I'm sold.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
Find meaningful work in behavioral health care.
As a younger person, I find that the most rewarding part of my job is the emotional gratification in seeing my clients succeed.
Learn more about compassionate careers at caringforme.org.
With Monday's business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
Thousands of flights were delayed or canceled over the weekend due to a shortage of pilots. There were over 6,000 delays and over 800 flights were grounded on Saturday. Another 800 flights canceled on Sunday. Hoping to fight the inflation they created, the Biden administration is considering removing some tariffs on Chinese imports and a possible pause in the federal gas tax. Workers at an Apple store outside Baltimore voted to unionize this weekend. It's the first at an Apple store in the U.S. And retailers are guessing about the future. The Wall Street Journal says everything from factory closures to backlogs at ports is extending the lead times companies need to order stock. Some say they have to predict a year to a year and a half ahead. I'm Leo Jonathan with Monday's Business on ABC 7.
2 big retailers are recalling over-the-counter medicines because of packaging. Kroger's and Walgreens are recalling more than 400,000 packages of pain relievers combined because packaging isn't child resistant. Kroger's is recalling more than 269,000 bottles of acetaminophen, aspirin, and ibuprofen, and Walgreens is recalling 137,300 units of acetaminophen bottles. The Poison Prevention Act requires such medicines to be child resistant. Consumers should contact Walgreens and Kroger's for refund information.
The GMC has a new off-road pickup truck added to their Sierra lineup that's packed with some rather nice surprises for the inner outdoor lover. Fox's Gary Costello has more.
The GMC Sierra 1500 has been updated for 2022 with a new look and a redesigned interior that features a widescreen digital display and a higher level of refinement than last year's truck. But the most exciting change is the addition of this new AT4X model to the lineup, which, as its name suggests, is the most extreme Sierra you can buy. It may not have the wide-body styling of the Ford F-150 Raptor or an engine that can compete with the Ram 1500 TRX's 702 horsepower supercharged V8, but it does have a 420 horsepower V8, a 2-inch body lift, over 11 inches of ground clearance, standard mud terrain tires, and a very special suspension system to put it all to good use. The AT4X has an unusual type of shock absorber that was originally designed by race car builder Multimatic for use in vehicles like Indy cars and Formula One cars, but has since been modified for high-performance off-road vehicles. It uses a series of valves that precisely control the fluid within the dampers to allow it to adjust their stiffness depending on the road conditions. They're softer as the truck cruises over little bumps to give it a more comfortable ride, while quick deflections and harsh impacts stiffen them up to keep things in check in the turns on the street and keep the suspension from bottoming out in the rough stuff out here. This really is something. It cushions the truck like it's cradling an egg. All right, so this may not be the highest performance off-road truck, but it can handle a fair bit of nonsense. That engine's plenty powerful, and the suspension soaks this up like it's not even there. Well, maybe it's there a little. The AT4X isn't just about high-speed antics, however. Along with its automatic all-wheel drive setting, it also has 4x4 high and low, and front and rear locking differentials for that extra bit of traction to get you over the top. It's also loaded with premium touches like massaging leather seats, a 360-degree camera system, and a full suite of electronic driver aids, including adaptive cruise control, to help justify its $77,000 price tag. One of the features this comes with that was designed to get you off the road is GMC's Multi-Pro tailgate that can be used in a variety of ways, including as a step. Now that's what I call lift kit. In the 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4X, Gary Gastelum, Fox News.
Now here's Conrad Sapinski with our full weather forecast.
Good morning, Conrad.
Thank you so much. And your Maine weather is brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices. Locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Okay, so a good amount of cloud cover out there today. We had a couple of showers, especially to the north of us, but most of that is starting to move out of here, and a good amount of clouds will be sticking around in Maine and pretty much most of the Northeast, but then some more sunshine will be peeking out there later on today. But check out these temperatures. Really chilly out there, 40s and 50s out there, even a couple of 30s out there, folks. So another chilly one out there, but mostly the last couple of weeks temperatures been pretty much near average, besides the last couple of days where we were really below average, especially yesterday. Barely made it to 50 degrees out there, but a good sign because warmer temperatures are on the way. Our average high this time of year is supposed to be around 76 degrees, and check out the weekend. Finally, some above average temperatures will be back in the forecast. So just a waiting game, folks, before those warmer temperatures. 70s and even 80s are back. But today, once again, a chilly one out there as we hover in the mid-60s with morning clouds, and then finally nicer weather with the sun starting to peek out a little bit later on in the afternoon. The wind will be blowing out of the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. But tonight, check out that temperature, 42 degrees. Yes, a really chilly one out there tonight with pretty much mostly clear skies, a calm wind. That is recipe for really cool temperatures out there. And some morning fog will definitely be possible with those really cooler temperatures, even some 30s in some spots. But check out that rebound for tomorrow, back into the mid-70s, so finally closer to average, but still just slightly below, as we'll be under mostly sunny skies and pretty much a calm wind out of the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. But our 5-day outlook does show even nicer weather back in the forecast. Lots of 70s the rest of the week.
If you're seeing age 65 on your horizon, you should be seeing us at Carroll Harper & Associates. Hi, I'm Jay Pearl. Since 1975, we've helped thousands of Mainers enroll in Medicare and select the right Medicare health plan. We're here every day to help with claims, appeals, and advocating on your behalf. Look beyond the horizon and call Carroll Harper & Associates today. Let our years of experience with Medicare and Medicare health plans work for you.
man-made adventure.
In the water, around the water, Rennie's has you covered for the entire family. Where are you going?
I'm going to the beach, but I'm going to Rennie's too.
Get the kids.
Oh, don't. Yeah, put those in there.
Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
The Stanley Cup Final continues on ABC and ESPN+.
Have you ever been at the market or stopped by a roadside stand and noticed what looks like mini cucumbers? You know, the ones that are about 2 to 3 inches long and the skin is a bit paler than regular cukes? If you have, those are commonly known as Kirby's or pickling cukes. Now, we're seeing more and more of them as they come into their peak season. So let me show you what you can do with them. We can use them like any other cucumbers in our salads, but where they really stand out is when we pickle them. And no, we don't need any special equipment. All we do is combine some water, white vinegar, a touch of sugar, and salt, and bring it to a boil. Once the sugar dissolves, we pour this over some Kirby's that we cut in half, along with some fresh garlic and dill. And as you can see, we made these right in canning jars, but you could also make them in a basic glass bowl. Maybe throw in a few jalapeno slices to make them spicier if you want. Let me tell you, these are way better than any store-bought pickles since they're made with TLC. And whether you serve them with your grill favorites or just sneak one out of the fridge, you can't go wrong. So don't dilly-dally. Go online and get the recipe for our half-sour dill pickles, so you'll have it on hand the next time you pick some of these up. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a crispy and juicy way for you to say, "Ooh, it's so good."
A police officer managed to capture a goat that was on the loose. Much to the amusement of whoever was recording the encounter. It happened yesterday in Santa Rosa, California.
That's Officer Ellsworth of the Santa Rosa Police Department doing the difficult work of capturing the goat. While someone else was cracking up laughing, according to the police, the goat's name is Billy. He was returned to his owner. I wonder how he got out there, but I would have been just great sitting there as a bystander laughing away.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to take it. That's tough work. That's tough to do.
Yeah.
Well, finally, a man in Australia breaks the world record for most push-ups in an hour. Australian athlete Daniel Scaley did 3,182 push-ups in 1 hour. Guinness World Records say he surpassed the previous title holder by 100 push-ups.
Scally added another world record to his portfolio as he also holds the title for the longest time in the abdominal plank position.
Oof, man, hey, good for you. Good for you. We always know that one person can do a lot of push-ups, but that's way too many.
How long did he say?
An hour.
An hour. Oh,
an hour.
gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
I struggle for a minute.
I bet his triceps are hurting today.
Yep. Good Morning America is on next on ABC 7.
Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That is up next on Fox 22. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Here's this week's featured deal.
Goose River Farm and Meat Store is conveniently located on Route 3 across from Hammond Lumber in Belfast. They have a wide selection of meat and poultry, including beef, pork, lamb, chicken, duck, rabbit, and turkey. Buy your steak and meats for grilling this summer.
On sale Thursday at 9 a.m. A limited supply available half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
On the road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from the Whoopie Pie Festival in Dover-Foxcroft, is sponsored by Engstrom's Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and tire specialist. Fair prices and top-quality repairs located in Guilford. Johnson Foundations, full concrete foundations, floors, pool areas, slabs, specialty walkways, and walls. And Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union, now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Find us at mhfcu.com.
It was 45 years ago this average